I remember when we were crying here and lamenting about the insecurity and the insensitivity of government at the center to take some proactive steps and approach this matter in a manner that we can nip it in the bud. Because I know in 2016, when I came in, I started this agitation because of the irritation I saw and the danger I saw ahead of Benue State and Nigeria. But the climax of it was in 2018, when over 100 people were murdered. The one we counted at that time, we quoted 73. We buried them. We did a mass burial. We wanted to send a message to the whole world. Since the government here was insensitive, we were sending a message to the entire world to come and help us. Otherwise, we were under siege. It is not that it's an accident. The presidency, the government at the center is aware of the plan of these evil people from Niger, from Mali, from Senegal, from Chad, and other parts of the country, from Mauritania, from Libya. All these AK-47, AK-49, AK-90 or whatever are from foreign countries. They are not known here. That is why the weapons that the terrorist Fulani men carry. When I say Fulani men, people are not happy with me that I'm doing ethnic profiling. That is not what I mean. But let's call a spade a spade. There are no other group of ethnic group that carry this except them. And they are working in collaboration with this government. If not, intelligent gathering was enough to have encouraged the federal government to nip this thing in the bud and stop the pains that Nigerians are going through today. Unfortunately, government did nothing. And I remember in one program in Taraba State where our leader and elder attended, he voiced it out. He said, government is involved in this thing. It's not just all those terrorists. It was planned, and I even identified it through my research. In 2006, there was a meeting of the Fulanis in Yola, and they decided that they would make Nigeria their own country. For they've been roaming about all over the world, but Nigeria, they will make it their own country, and every other person will live their own way of life. If you don't want, you can pack out. And they communicated to Nigerians. I begin to wonder what is wrong with us. When people see this, they think they are joking. They are not joking. And that is what they've been implementing. And that is what they want. Every other person to be slaves. And then they will take over and make Nigeria their country. And every other person can be a joiner in Fulani country. But it is very clear. The Fulani nationality movement have said this clearly. It is in the press. You can Google Fulani nationality movement and you appreciate what I'm saying. When an attempted assassination on me in March of last year, after 3 hours, Fulani nationality movement came out with a statement and said that they were going to kill me. That day, it was due to a little technical communication error that they were not able to meet their target. But they are going to go after me in my office, in my house, in my farm, and wherever I go, they're going to go after me. I've been waiting for them because my life is not in their hands. Just like they missed me that day, they will continue to miss me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm not going after them. I'm not doing anything against them. But as a law-abiding citizen, it will amaze you that I reported this to the presidency. I personally went to the villa. I reported to all security agencies. Up to today, nobody is being prosecuted. I was told that 15 people were arrested. Attempt on the life of a governor of a state, and then nobody is being prosecuted after a whole year. What a shame to our country. The president is aware. The Inspector General of Police is aware. The DG DSS is aware. The National Security Advisor is aware. Everybody is aware. And I was told, people came here, I hosted them, and they told me they are doing investigation, and they reported back to me that 15 people were arrested. 12 Fulani men, 2 Jukum, and 1 Tipman. And that is the end of the story, up to today. Justice delayed is justice denied. So, we are fast becoming a banana republic. And as someone who is sensitive and as leader of the people, someone who is a grassroots person, I take it very serious when my colleague in Borno State said that, look, we should brace up. ISWAP is coming. They are deadly. They're already there in Borno and other parts of Northeast. For a governor to come out and cry and even ask that mercenaries should be recruited to tame the insecurity that we have today. It is a very dangerous signal, which every right-thinking Nigerian must rise up to the challenge that is before us. Otherwise, one day, a repeat of what happened in Afghanistan will happen here. Go and write it down. There are people who see ahead of time, like some of us. All that is happening here, I saw it, I warned, I provide solution, but unfortunately, we were told that I was the enemy. I was the bad man. And so you see them insulting me, saying all kinds of things. Ortom have not performed and all that. And this is coming from the villa. It is really unfortunate that when you try to offer advice and encourage that the right thing to be done, who can accuse me for fraud? Who can accuse me for injustice? Who can accuse me of being unfair to the people that I lead and this country? Since 2016, the things that are raised that I hope would have helped this country. As a veteran politician, I've been in politics for over 40 years. More than many people that you see hovering around politics today. As a young man, I joined. So I have an idea. I've been a local government chairman. At the party leadership, I have held various positions at the local government state and federal level as national. I've been a minister. I was in various campaign teams. I've been a member of various political parties. And so I have an idea. And so when I say it is not, and above all, I'm a child of God, I fear God. If I don't fear human beings, I fear God. And so I have always sought that the right thing be done. But each time I try to advise or raise alarm, I'm insulted instead of looking at those issues. And none of those issues that I raise are ever appreciated. So, I'm sorry, I've taken this to say this from the heart, you know. It's out of the abundance of the heart that the mouth speaketh. It's the pains that I have. And my dear love for my country, Nigeria, just like our father and elder and leader, General Danjuma. He feels the pains. Usually, You won't expect that an elder shouldn't speak like that as others are keeping quiet. But he voiced out. He said it. That this thing is being sponsored. And it's true. I'm here to confirm it. And I've given you a background of why we accept it. I call on leaders of this country. Yeah, some have served and retired. But they have their children. Posterity. We remember those of us who led this country. Some have retired, some are still leading, like some of us. What did we do when we saw this coming? What effort did we make to stop the evil that have befallen this country? Today, we have become the poverty capital of the world. Today, I was reading last week, Nigeria is the third most insecure country after Afghanistan and one other country. How did you get to where we are? You cannot even plan well. Whether you have money, you cannot plan with what is happening. And so the earlier our leaders rise up, and at least let them say something like T.Y. Danjuma said, if nothing is done, tomorrow they will be vindicated. They will not be included in what has happened. Several people, because they live in their comfort zones and houses, and they have a lot of cars and stacked money, and they think that is the end of the world. One day will come when you cannot access that money, you cannot access your house, you cannot access those vehicles that you have, and that will be the end. We are fast getting to becoming a banana republic, which is not right. It is not the duty of President Buhari alone, it is all of us. But when we keep quiet, it is said that keeping quiet is consent. And we should not be complacent that things are working out. Nothing is working out fine here. How much is $1? Where is the economy? Whatever you give out today, you can't plan anything. Industries are dying and all that. And when you try to say, I'm from the organized private sector, and I know what we are facing. I know what my colleagues are facing. So I appreciate him, and I call on other leaders to lend a voice. Maybe even if some of us, our voices are not heard because we belong to different political parties. There are some elders who are not in political parties, like T.Y. Danjuma. There are many out there who are living in their comfort zone and have refused to make contribution. So we commend this, our leader, we appreciate him.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.